All right, hello there, welcome back to another weird different video. Today's video, New York Knicks franchise history quiz. If I'm being very blunt, which I typically like to be on these videos, I don't think I'm doing very good on this quiz, to be honest with you. I am not a Knicks fan. Of course, I watch them. I'm a fan of, individually Jalen Brunson and Cat. I respect their game. Josh Hart, if you guys don't know about me, I'm a Laker fan. He was drafted to the Lakers, so, I cheer for Josh Hart. But do I know Knicks history like that? Probably not. So why am I doing this quiz? Because I know there's a lot of Knicks fans out there, and I know there's a lot of people that watch the Knicks, and they're just a popular team in general, and I thought I'd give it a shot to see how would I do. Now, am I hoping for the most? I always set the mark for average. Looking here, 20 questions, the average score is 13 out of 20. I say it every time, but I will continue to say it. This website, if you're going out of your way to find it, you're probably a little bit more knowledgeable than the average person. So when it's average score 13 out of 20, you got to respect the average score is my point. These guys are no bums that take these quizzes. Again, not a super popular website in regards to NBA trivia. But nevertheless, let's get to it. You guys know how we do it. Solo. First question. What arena? I have to enter the answer. Oh my God. What arena have the New York Knicks played in since 1968? This is Madison Square Garden. I wish I could type in MSG, but okay, Madison Square Garden. I really hope there's not a lot of type in answers. Oh, I could have typed in MSG. Good to know. And what year were the Knicks founded? If I had to type it in, I'd be done. It'd be over. Nevertheless, the Knickerbockers, that's what they were called, I believe. It's got to be like 46, because how's the NBA? 46? Boom, 1946. We'll take it. Who is the Knicks' all-time leading scorer with 23,665 points? If this is any indication of who it is, that's Patrick Ewing. Then Patrick Ewing, I would have guessed him or like Walt Frazier. Who else would be up there? I'm not sure. I only really would have guessed those two. Patrick Ewing. Okay, 3 for 3 for now. When did the Knicks win their first championship? 70? Willis Reed? Walt? Maybe? 1970? Boom! Okay. I had to think about it. What New York Knicks player was named 1970 Finals MVP? Can I just type in Reed? I feel like I'm gonna spell Willis wrong. I hope they count this. I couldn't even tell you who was on the roster. Maybe they did play the Celtics like it's showing on this image. But I couldn't tell you. Willis Reed. I could have typed in Reed as well. I'm doing better than I thought. How many Knicks players have won the MVP award in team history? Does Patrick Ewing even have one? I don't think so. One? Oh my God. Laying it on him, dude. Who is the Knicks' all-time leader in points per game? I don't know who that is. Zero idea. Couldn't tell you. No idea. We're still gonna type in Reed. That's not Bob McAdoo. Well, that's my first one I got wrong, but these type in answers. Who has the most rebounds in Knicks history? I don't know who this guy is. Again, I kind of just have to type in players that I know. If you guys know the answer to this, you're a real Knicks fan, I feel like, because I don't know. Who is that? Charles Oakley. Oh my God, I do know who Charles Oakley is. I had his card back in 2K15. I had his My Team card. Those were the days. What Knicks player had a surprising run in 2011-2012 that won the administration of fans? Linsanity. I was old enough to remember this. It was all over ESPN back before I had a phone. Actually, I had a flip phone in 2011. So back before I could just type in Lin. But it's Jeremy Lin. But yeah, okay, this counts. I'm counting that. I typed it wrong, but Jeremy Lin, I'm counting that. Who did the Knicks lose the 1994 NBA Finals to? This was the year that the Bulls took off. So it's not the Bulls, but even then the Knicks are an East team. Is it the Rockets? We take those. Who is the Knicks' all-time winningest coach? It's not Mike D'Antoni. It's not Pat Riley. It's got to be Red Halsman, because Jeff Van Gundy has never talked about being the Knicks' winningest coach ever, and you already know he would on broadcast. He was a broadcaster. Stan Van Gundy, his brother, still currently is, but Jeff Van Gundy is the defensive coach. He's an assistant coach, but who works on the defense of the Clippers. What player did the Knicks acquire in 2011 in a blockbuster deal with the Denver Nuggets? Anthony. I should be able to just type in Anthony. By the way, that Jeremy Lin one counts. I got that right. I just suck at spelling, but that's the thing about these type-ins, man. Sus for me, because I'm just not a great speller. But yeah, Carmelo Anthony. Who was the Knicks point guard during the 1970s when they... That's Walt Frazier. I can spell it. Walt Frazier. Who I'm pretty sure he still is, along with Mike Breen, the commentator of the Knicks. Pretty solid. Walt Frazier is the answer. In what year did Carmelo Anthony lead the NBA in points per game and finish third in MVP voting? This had to have been 2012 or 2013. Definitely not 2016 or 18. I want to say 2013. Right? Okay, boom. We're nailing it. This is me when I'm watching in middle school, so I'm very familiar with Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks. What Knicks player averaged 32.4 points per game during the 2024 playoffs? This is the easiest answer because this is modern, current, and you guys know me. You know, I'm all about current NBA, especially a player of Jalen Brunson's caliber where, you know, the run he had until he got hurt, he's just looking phenomenal. So, Jalen Brunson, my goodness. How many points this is 60 points, or I think it's 60 points without even me looking. Okay, 62. It has to be. How many points did Carmelo Anthony score to set the franchise records for most points in a single game? Has to be 62. Because I remember this the night of. Again, this is when I didn't have a touch phone. Yeah, I was watching ESPN Sports Center, and Carmelo Anthony did this tonight. I was like, oh, well, there you go. Who did the Knicks face in the 1999 NBA Finals? That would be the Spurs? Oh my God, I'm killing this shit. Who did the Knicks defeat in the 1973 NBA Finals, winning their second NBA championship? I guess the Lakers, because they're showing me the Lakers. This would be a gifted. This would be a gift if this is true. That counts. I put Lakers. Oh my God. Okay, that's two that counts. I typed in Lakers, and no, you have to type in Los Angeles. Stupid. Who has the most assists in Knicks history? Do I have to type in Walt Frazier again, or can I just type in Frazier? Jesus. This typing stuff, bro. This typing stuff. Walt Frazier. Thank you. I got two right. What Knicks player averaged the most assists per game in their career? Mark Jackson? Just looking at him, that's not Mark. Is that Earl Monroe? That doesn't look like Mark Jackson. Fuck, it was Mark Jackson. I even said it. Oh, okay. This is 17 out of 20. 17 out of 20 because the Jeremy Lin one I got right. And the Lakers one I got right. It could have been 18 out of 20 though. That fucking Mark Mark Jackson one. I was saying Mark Jackson the whole time, and then I wussed out in the end. I'm just like, no, that doesn't look like him. Nah, fuck me. Anyway, 17 out of 20. Some of these were actually tough, and I'm surprised I got them. Some of these, I think most of you would have gotten. Let me know how you guys did. This is one of those quizzes to where I'm actually impressed with myself, but also I have to thank 2K because really, let's go through it very briefly. There are some players on here I just wouldn't have known, like Walt Frazier, without the likes of 2K. I mean, I do watch him commentate the Knicks games, but on the all-time roster, I see Willis Reed. I see Walt Frazier. Charles Oakley, I saw him on 2K. I didn't get this right, but I did play 2K to find out. Also, shout out to SportsCenter at night when I was a young adolescent, because that's how I got a lot of these as well. The Carmelo ones in particular. But 17 out of 20. Disregard this BS. This BS. 17 out of 20. It was spelling. Even then, I thought Lakers for one of them. That one still gets on my nerves. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. It goes a long way in helping the channel. This is I've Been Different. We've been different. And we out.